Hello everyone, this is David Smith at the Develop Conference in Brighton. I'm very pleased to have with me Adam Levenson, the Senior Director of Central Audio and Talent at the biggest publisher in the world, Activision Blizzard. Adam, please can you tell us a little bit about yourself and Activision Blizzard?
Thanks, David. It's great to be here. Yes, as you said, I'm Senior Director at Activision. I manage two groups, Central Audio and Central Talent. Just very broadly, Central Audio deals with audio technology, with the audio content side of the business, with the actual sound effects, with the scoring. And the Central Talent group deals with the people who make that content, the composers, the VO actors, the celebrity actors, even scriptwriters.
Very good. Tell us a bit more about your role at Activision Blizzard.
Sure. So maybe I should tell you a little bit about where I work. I work at Activision headquarters in Santa Monica. And at that location, we have all of our directors on the creative side, as well as the functions that you would expect at headquarters: marketing, PR, legal, all the boring stuff. That's what I have to say about that.
Okay. And how did you come to be working at Activision? How did you start in the industry yourself?
Well, way back when dinosaurs still roamed the earth, in around 1992, I got involved in the multimedia industry in the Bay Area. And from that, one thing led to another, and I ended up working at a game company called Trilobyte, makers of some of the original CD-ROM games, including The Seventh Guest. And that led to later working at Atari, working at EA. I had my own business for a while, and then I got a call from Activision inviting me to join as Director of Central Audio. It was a brand new position, had never existed before, and in fact it's somewhat unique in the industry. They're really, I don't believe there's another Central Audio and Talent group at a major publisher. And as soon as they offered that job to me, I couldn't say no. It was a wonderful opportunity.
And tell us about some of the franchises that you've been working on recently.
Activision is a very busy company. At any one moment, we're probably working on 10 major titles at once. And that's because we have, I think it's 17 independent studios now that are directly connected to Activision Central. Oh, how embarrassing.
Please carry on.
So what's going on right now is, of course, the next Call of Duty Black Ops. And in fact, this week we're recording a live orchestra for the game. I was at the recording session on Monday. In addition, this week we're recording a live orchestra for our upcoming James Bond GoldenEye game. I'm recording here in the UK at Air Studios. We've got our Hong Kong martial arts game, which is an open world game called True Crime. Then, of course, everyone knows we have Guitar Hero, and we have the exciting second installment of DJ Hero. And then on the Blizzard side, we've got World of Warcraft, we've got a new StarCraft. There's a lot going on.
Fantastic. Why would you say, in your opinion, Activision is a great place to work?
I think Activision is a very unique place to work in the industry for one major reason, and that is opportunity. At Activision, things are evolving constantly. The company has grown tremendously and continues to grow. And what that means is that people are able to sort of shape their own futures in a way, depending on your ambition level. You can make things happen at Activision. You can influence the way things turn out. You can play a major role in the work that you're doing. The other important thing about Activision, which kind of relates to what I just said, is it's based on the idea that our studios, our creative developers, are independent creatively. So there's no sort of overlord type mentality at Activision, as there is at some other publishers where it's dictated as to what people work on. It's more about having each developer make their own creative vision for each game, and it's Activision's role to support that vision. That is very unique in the industry, and that's very much at the core of our philosophy as a company.
That's great. I mean, Activision is a global corporate based in 26 countries with 7,000 people. I think your HQ is based in Los Angeles. Why Los Angeles? Is that a great place to work?
Everyone has very interesting opinions about working in LA. There's a lot of traffic. But Activision fits perfectly into Los Angeles for a couple of reasons. Again, it gets back to that whole opportunity question. There we are in the center of the entertainment industry, and that very much goes to our sort of approach to the games. Integrating talent from film and TV when it counts is really central to our talent acquisition goals. And there we are, right in the middle of it. We don't really need to go very far to get the best in music composition, to get the best in voice acting, to get the best in motion capture, all aspects of the industry, and that even broadens out into graphics and trailers, and every aspect of the entertainment industry is right there, and that gives us a great edge. It's very expensive, of course, to have a headquarters there in Santa Monica, but it's worth every penny. And the other thing is it's wonderful for employees to join the company and to be in an environment like that where there's so much going on and so much access to really the best talent in the entertainment industry, not just the game industry.
Fantastic. And finally, what advice would you give a job seeker looking to apply for a job with Activision?
I think the most important thing, David, is do your homework. So if you want to work at Activision, learn about the company. Do some research. Find out what the recent titles are. Find out what they're all about. Figure out how you could contribute to those games. That's really critical. A cold call is great, but you need to do your homework in advance so that when you get on the phone with somebody like myself, you know what you're talking about. I think the other important thing is have demo material ready. If you're a creative person, make sure you have your reel prepared. And make sure it really shows the best of your work. People often think that they're supposed to show X, Y, and Z. No, we want to know what you do best and what your unique contribution is going to be. Those are the two most important things.
Adam Levenson, Senior Director of Central Audio and Talent at Activision Blizzard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.